Hey everyone, Felix from Nintendo Life here. And today, bad news has hit us. And to talk all about it, we have Alex, Ollie, and Ollie Reynolds.
Hello! Yes,
Hello.
first time, well, maybe not first time, but it's been a long time since you've been here, Ollie.
It's been a good while, and it's the first time my face has been on, so hello.
So, Felis, Kat, take us through. Take us through what's going on, because it's been a bad day, as REM once put it.
Yes, so Nintendo Gold Points are getting discontinued, and to tell us all about it, you're sending it over to me. I'm sending it over to Ollie, because he wrote an article on it on Nintendo Life, and thought that would be nice to just bring it in so he could tell us what is going on, Ollie.
I did write it. Oh, that's nintendolife.com for anyone watching.
Yes,
so,
down in the description.
Yeah, so that's basically it. Nintendo Gold Points are coming to an end. It's 24th of March or 25th of March, I believe, depending on your region. Nintendo just aren't going to be offering them anymore. So you can still redeem them, I believe, after 12 months after you've earned them. But essentially from the 24th of March or 25th of March, they will no longer be offering the gold points on digital purchases, physical purchases. So that's it. No more sweet discounts on those digital purchases.
That's it. It's over, guys. Everyone go home. It's gone.
So how many percent did you get of gold points normally when you bought a game? I think it was different from digital and physical games, right?
5% on digital. Off the top of my head, I can't actually remember what the physical percentage was.
It's a lot less. It's a lot less.
It is less, yeah.
Yeah, I think I would say hazard a guess at 2.5%, something like that. But I know that it was always, I've got a physical game. I'll go and get my gold points and stick it in. And it's like, okay, well, I mean, it wasn't not worth it, but, I just got, 30p or something like that,
Yeah. I actually do know it's 1%. I just thought, since I was asking, I didn't say.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
No worries. No, but so for anyone who doesn't know, you can also get gold points with your physical games. It is like 1 year. Everywhere else in Europe is 2 years after it was released. You have to pop it in, and then you can select the game, like press plus, and then you can redeem gold points. So if you have any games you've bought, now's the time to do it, because soon they will be obsolete.
I think it's 1 year after the release date, not 1 year after you've bought it, because obviously Nintendo don't know when you bought the game.
Did I say bought it? I thought I said release date.
Yeah. Well, no, it's release date. 1 year from release date. Yeah. Because Nintendo aren't keeping track of when Argos sells you a copy of Everybody 1-2 Switch, are they?
No, I remember I was so excited when I found out, and then all my games were just expired. It was such a sad moment for the day of
Felix Sanchez, your video games are too old.
Yeah, well, that's one of the caveats with this then. So there's two caveats with this. So Nintendo stated that pre-orders that are done for games that are released after the 25th of March, they will still earn you gold points. So that's one of the caveats. And the other caveat is physical purchases that are made after the cutoff date, but were released before the cutoff date, are still eligible. So if you go out in April, May, buy a game that's been released, let's say Xenoblade Chronicles X, you'll still get gold points for that, but it will be within that 12-month period after the release date.
Yeah, I think this is a real shame, just because, I mean, it wasn't much you got, but it was like a little nice bonus, as sometimes you would get like double the gold points if you pre-ordered a game. And it just meant that sometimes if there was a good sale, I could just get a game for free or something. Now, I was the person who would always just get like, I don't know, £1 of all my games instead of like saving them up. But yeah, this is a real shame, but we do think, or at least that we can hope, that they're canning it, because we might get something else for Switch too.
Yeah, I think at the moment there's definitely a weird sort of split between the idea of gold and platinum points. And invariably, just due to the nature of rare metals, you assume the platinum points... No, seriously, you assume the platinum points are worth more, but they're not. Gold points are essentially they're kind of currency, they're kind of cash in a way, whereas platinum points, much more limited. Yes, you can get some physical items, obviously, But I think, at the end of the day, everyone's a Nintendo fan because of the games. They want money off the games. They want to buy games with the gold points that can buy games. And I think certainly, me personally, I've been in a very fortunate and the word I'm looking for isn't luxurious, but a privilege. That's it. But we'll go with luxurious as well. I'm in a position where I was getting a lot of games through work. We would receive code from publishers, whatever, and they would still be eligible for gold points. So I got a lot of gold points, and I have accumulated a lot over my years. So I got double free games. But, it definitely stings because I have also bought games. It's not that strange. I've bought games as well. And it's always nice to get those gold points and to think, okay, yeah, maybe I could, get a game for free, or indeed just what I usually do, much like Felix. Every time it says, do you want to use gold points? I'm like, yes, because I don't want them to expire.
I saw a really good comment on your article, Ollie. It was Tom Supreme wrote, I always saw it as a kind of compensation for the time spent in the horrible eShop.
I saw that.
True.
I thought that was quite an astute take because, the eShop is, it's a balash.
Yeah.
Terrible.
What about you, Ollie? What do you think of this? Did you use them quite often?
I was exactly the same as you, Felix. I'm very, very stingy with my money at the best times. So I would go on and I would see a game that's on sale for like £4 or £5. I'd look at the gold points and think, oh, I can save an extra 30 pence. Yes. And I'd just go for it. I can't save it. I just can't save it. I just spend it and spend it and spend it. But yeah,
it's not worth saving though, because it expires.
I actually didn't know the digital ones expired. I think sometimes I would save them up. I've probably lost gold points because I didn't know they expired. So, but now they are for real. So people, go spend those points. But it's not the only news we got today of something that's getting killed by Nintendo.
No.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's also been announced that the voucher system that Nintendo had for the Nintendo Switch won't be compatible with Switch 2 games, or at least exclusive Switch 2 games is what we've kind of discussed. So the theory is that Switch 2 games, you have to buy them individually. There's going to be no option to use those vouchers to get a discount on 2 games. It's just not going to be there.
I'm going to be completely honest. I've never used vouchers before.
No, nor have I.
I haven't.
Yeah,
That's good, isn't it?
I know loads of people that absolutely adore them, though. They'll get the vouchers and they, I suppose in their mind it's kind of like a sunk cost, and then they get, just choose a game for free. Obviously it doesn't work that way. They've paid money for them. But, it's that kind of mentality, and that's a shame to be seeing the end of that. Again, we don't know. It's not going to be replaced by, I was about to say maybe they'll call them the Switch 2 vouchers, and they'll have basically the same thing for Switch 2. But knowing Nintendo, to try and avoid confusion, they will probably call them, I don't know, what's coupons or something like that. Something just different enough to confuse people.
Yes. So to anyone who doesn't maybe know about these vouchers, what was the offer you would get for them?
So essentially you would get a discount of, I think, around £16 or maybe $20. So games that would cost around £50 or $60, you could then get the voucher for, I believe it's $100 or £84, and that would effectively save you a little bit of money rather than getting them separately. So you pay for the money for these vouchers, and then you can redeem them, get a discount, and it saves you a little bit of money effectively.
It was only certain games as well, I believe, wasn't it? Like Nintendo. I don't know if it's exclusively Nintendo first-party games, but that's what everyone spends them on because they're the ones that are
they
the
never
most
go
expensive.
on sale.
Yeah.
In theory, you could buy Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom both. In total for $100, which I don't know if Tears of the Kingdom is included. I just realised because that was a more premium one.
I believe it is. Yeah, I think it is. And that's a good thing because Tears of the Kingdom is more expensive. And I think that's the theory with the Switch 2. I think the theory is that these Switch 2 games are going to be $60, $70 baseline across the board. And, for Nintendo, that discount is probably going to be a little bit too steep to maintain
Yeah.
that voucher system. Yeah.
Nothing to say they won't bring it back later on, but it's more expensive or something like that, you know. So
Yeah.
it's $120 and you're still saving $20, but Nintendo aren't losing $40. I mean, it is losing. It's digital purchase. It's a brave new world.
Yeah, because the vouchers, they weren't there from the start. It was like a thing that came later on, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I can't remember when it was. I mean, it feels like donkey's years ago, but yeah, I do vaguely remember the announcement, but I couldn't tell you what year it was.
To the internet.
Yeah, I would say at a guess, simply because I remember it happened when I was in my flat. That would be 2017, 2018, maybe 2019, but I'm not. I think 2019 feels quite late.
2019 it was, May 16th.
Shut my mouth.
There you go.
But yeah, it's a bit of a blow, to say the least. This is not the news we wanted about the Switch 2, you know? It's a real downer because these were really nice, fun systems. And although we didn't use the voucher system, possibly because a lot of not a lot, but some of the games we don't buy them with the same frequency as an end user. It is, I can just stand here and say, yeah, that's rubbish. This kind of loyalty scheme, the gold points especially, I'm going to really miss. But again, we don't know that it's not going to be replaced with something else, you know, whether it's going to be as good, whether it's going to be better, you know, take that as it may. It could go either way. It could be exactly the same and they'll just say, oh, bringing gold points back. Or they'll come up with some unified system where gold and platinum aren't separated because, frankly, why are they? Apart from the fact that you can get free platinum points just by logging in and clicking a me.
But if they don't bring them back, then we will make a video where we are extremely angry and disappointed in Nintendo.
Naughty
So
Nintendo.
don't let us down.
We've discussed this.
I think we need to be prepared for that possibility. I don't think they're going to bring them back, personally.
Oh, sorry, Ollie Doom and Gloom Reynolds. Is that Stephen King on your shirt? Or yeah. It's a distinct possibility as well. Although I'd like to think positively because we don't know. And Nintendo, they do their own thing. Why they're cancelling it now, I don't know.
I mean, if they don't bring back gold points, I would love them to bring back like Nintendo Switch Game Select series because they never did that.
I'll find out they're just going to bring it back, but it's just going to be stars. And we can redeem all those unused slips in our old GameCube games. Now, that would be delicious.
That would be amazing.
So I'm out of the loop. Did you get a star with your GameCube games?
It's basically exactly the same idea. They were just called stars, and you could use them like you can platinum points. So you could get physical stuff. And I don't think you had to pay postage. Those were the days. Maybe you did. I don't know. Rose-tinted spectacles and all that.
But that was all the doom and gloom news we had for you today. Thank you so much for joining me, Alex and Ollie. You're more than welcome to come back another time if you want. And don't forget to check out nintendolife.com where you can find articles where Ollie and loads of other people are writing every single day. So yeah, thank you again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Felix, Alex, and Ollie from Nintendo Life, out.
Bye.
If you're wondering why my Shin-Chan is facing the wrong way, it's because it focuses on his face. We don't have footage of that, unfortunately, but you should have seen it. It was scenes.
Oh, yeah, no. We saw it, guys. It was real.